Hello everybody, Venus and Aries, and I'm here with another pre-upload. I hope everybody is having a good New Year's. Happy 2025. Shout out to everybody that joined me when I went live, and shout out to everybody that had their questions ready and available, and thank you for joining. I'm here to do a reading on Mariah Carey, okay? I'm just going to do a quick reading on the energy that's going on around her. The guy that she is hanging out with, not sure if they're dating or just hanging out. What's her thoughts towards Nick Cannon and all his baby mama drama? And what's the energy around, a subscriber asked me the energy around her mother and sister not being here. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but let's talk about it. Mariah Carey, she is a same sign as me, a Aries. I think our birthday is the same day. I'm not sure, but I know overall we are the same sign and we are in the same month too. I just can't remember. I cannot literally remember if our birthday is the same day exactly, but I know we're both Aries. We're both March ones at that. And that's self-explanatory, right? So, without further ado, let's jump into the reading. The reason why I'm going on and on a little bit is because I am actually pulling out cards as I'm speaking. A small announcement for you guys that like for you guys that would like to have a personal reading, please email me at rosepetals10@gmail.com. I got you. Also, I was supposed to start on the Nat Turner reading, and I did not start it yet. I apologize, you guys. Please bear with me. You guys are going to be like, what the F, girl? Do this video. I actually was waiting on this one deck that I ordered, right, to come in the mail. Another deck that I ordered came, but it was like the Oracle one, okay? Check out my community feed if you want to see what deck I'm talking about. But I'm waiting for the tarot deck of that same person. Shout out to her. I forgot her name. That's why I'm saying it real quick. But check out my community feed. All the information is there. I'm trying to wait for that tarot deck to come in because it's all African American, and I really don't want to work with my Orisha deck because it's like whatever. I think I talked about it, and when I did my Kunta Kinte and my Black American slaves reading, I talked about the deck that I was working with, even though it did justice, and I am going to be using it when I do the Nat Turner reading, but I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait, you guys. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. Give me until like Monday, January 13th. I'm trying to wait for it to come in the mail. The company that I got it from, they just deliver a little slow because I ordered both of these decks like before Christmas. So please bear with me. I just really, really want to wait for that deck because it's African American based. And I can look at it and tell that it will give me the details that I want in the Nat Turner reading. So please bear with me. And I'm going to say that in every upload until I do it. Okay. So thank you. All right. Mariah Carey. All right. Mariah Carey. I seen her recently on the carpet talking to Rihanna. And she looked good. Even though she was saying catch her from this side. She looked nice. But, well, there's not really a but. We're just going to do a quick energy check-in on her and see what's up with her, you know? All right, Mariah Carey. Give me the energy around Mariah Carey and just whatever is coming out around her in general lately. Thank you, Spirit. No, that want to stay. All right, we'll put that in the front. Okay. You know, at first I was a little bit, well, I wasn't thrown off. The first thing I was going to say what was going on around Mariah Carey was I see her in a world of all kind of things being handed to her. Some are good, some are bad, but from what I'm seeing with this temperance right here is that most of it is good. But I also see the energy of baby daddy Nick Cannon coming up. And I see the energy of him, of her closing her eyes and trying to act like she don't see this, all this immaturity of Nick Cannon with this Page of Wands. This immature, flashy guy that keeps, like, I'm not going to say embarrassing her, but she's just trying to act like it's not even there. And she's trying to be patient about it. But I have to be honest with Nick Cannon. And I haven't been watching or paying attention to Nick lately. But I feel like he's trying to change. Now, I don't know if he's trying to come back at Mariah. We're going to talk about it if it come out. But I definitely see with this Page of Wands in reverse that he's trying to change something about him. I don't know. Nick Cannon is in his 40s. So that could be it. Alright, give me the energy around Mariah Carey when it comes to... excuse me, all my cards was tripping. Give me the energy around Mariah Carey when it comes to her motherhood, her being a mother, and spending time with her children. Give me the energy around that. Okay. Okay, Mariah Carey. The first energy that I got is not enough affectionate love. Like, I'm not saying that she don't love her kids, but there's not no affectionate being shown. I don't know what it looks like on TV. Y'all could disagree with me to agree. I'm not sure. I don't really give a shit. I never do. But it's letting me know that there is no, in so many words, it's telling me that Mariah Carey is kind of not at home a lot. She's kind of busy, and there's a lot of disagreeing, a lot of arguing. I don't know if she's arguing with her kids, but Mariah Carey is not really... It's kind of letting me know that she's not as affectionate as she could be. It's kind of letting... It's also letting me know that she's kind of distant as well. Her kids kind of feel a little robbed of something. They feel robbed of her love, her patience, the innocence, the motherhood. Okay, the motherhood. To be perfectly honest, there is a distance, there is an off balance, and there is an energy of Mariah Carey looking at other things that's around her and not what's in front of her when it comes to the kids. Honestly, I said it earlier, and it's coming out right here. I feel like I know I ain't bullshitting. This Empress is in reverse. This is a mother that isn't, and these are, if you look at this card, these are two children in her lap. That is a boy and a girl. Can y'all see that? Boy, girl, in her lap, children. It came out in reverse. What it's telling me is that Mariah Carey is so busy getting the money, and she's making the money, that there is an off balance with the relationship with her and her kids. There's more of like seeing the things that's in front of her and not looking at what's in front of her and seeing all these other offers. I see a lot more other opportunities coming towards Mariah Carey. I see that she's kind of like a really, to be honest, it's not saying that she's a bad mother. She's not affectionate though. She is a little off balance with motherhood. But what it's telling me overall is that Mariah Carey is out getting the money. And I'm not saying that makes it better. It's just telling me that the kids are in a home that's good. It's nice. It's a home. It's taken care of. They have a lot of shit for themselves. But it's kind of empty with her love, her being there, her being around, her affectionate. Them, a mother. Yeah. Woo. Alrighty. That's the energy around Mariah Carey and motherhood. Alright. Give me the energy of Mariah Carey when it comes to projects, her career. I will get on her dating next, but projects, her career, and things of that sort. I said it earlier. Said it a little earlier. This is kind of telling me for Mariah Carey, and I think she is, but it's kind of like telling me that for her to pay attention to who she dates, not to be so quick to get married. The manifestation, even though I asked about career and endeavors, look, Ace of Wands, a lot of opportunities, money to be made, a lot of people trying to take or come or take something. It could be family members. I'm not going to get too deep into that. But not really good at manifesting the right type of relationship. So what the cards is telling me when it comes to Mariah Carey is be careful when it comes to marriage or trying to be with somebody or settle down with somebody. But career, fine. I see a lot of more, and it came out just like that. But I see Mariah Carey making a lot of money, but I see a lot of taxes being taken out or a lot of paying for something a little more. I feel like she is getting more money than what she's spending, but she's kind of being told to calm. Well, I'm seeing it. If she was getting a reading from me, I would tell her to calm down. Like, the money's good. I see her getting more than what she's spending, but barely, okay? For an example, if she's making $1 million a year, she's spending 7,500,000. If I'm making, am I saying it right? 500, $7,500,000 of it, and barely having like 25,000 left over. You know what I mean? And I guess that includes rent, bills, utilities, taxes, property taxes, stuff like that. But calm down a little bit, because the cost of living is going up, and this goes for people as well as celebrities. Even the celebrities, even the millionaires, with everything and the way things are going, everything is going up except for the pay. You could be a millionaire and the pay isn't going up. You just only still making that $1 million a year. That's it. Meanwhile, everything is going up. House is $1 million. Stuff like that, which is a true example. But yeah. All right, give me some more energy when it comes to Mariah Carey. It's safe to receive, eating better. Yeah, there's an energy around her of being scared to be poor. Like I said, there's an energy of overspending and needing to detox certain people from around her. So be careful when it comes to, like, maybe friends. If it's not friends, it could be a manager. It could be people that you trust. It could be even family. It could be dating. Be careful of those people. Eat a little better if you're still trying to look good, Mariah Carey, because you're trying to be here for a while. That's what I'm feeling. So, yeah. She feels guilty about not giving as much as she used to and being selfish. So, I'm going to be honest. There's an energy. Okay, there's that energy saying that, because I see the energy of spending a little bit, but not on nobody. A selfish energy. More, when I say that overspending, that's more like for her. But when it comes to people, no. And she feels guilty about it, but she's a little selfish. But what I'm seeing is, because of that, she always felt like if I don't give to people, if I hold back and keep it for me and mine, that I'll be fine. But what it's doing a little bit, Mariah Carey, is it's kind of making you not be able to manifest. You know that saying where somebody holds money and they hold it so tight, they don't never give to charities, they don't never invest, they don't never, and that's just a saying. She may. I'm just giving y'all an example. Whatever she's holding on tight to, she's not allowing room to open up her hand for something more to come in. And that could block you. So I do see like a manifestation blockage with money. So because what I'm seeing though is because of the energy of her always kind of being selfish and not, I'm not saying she had to give people nothing. That's not what I'm saying. That's why I always say charities, however the spirit sees it, however God sees it. She could have given too much to family in the past, and that's why she held on tight. But I just feel like because of the holding on tight, it's blocking manifestations from coming in. And that could be the reason why there's a little overspending and things costing more than what's coming in. So I would just hold and be careful. Because I feel like she's going to have to do more work or do more music or do something more to bring something in eventually, because things is going up. whatever guilt that you feeling about that you didn't give to the family members, or the guilt, because I feel like in the past like 10 years she ain't gave shit, but maybe in the past like 20, 30 years ago she gave too much, and she still felt guilty about that, and that made her selfish, and she does have that resentment about it, especially financially. So yeah, and then she's still kind of being guided now to detox people around. I feel like it could be like a manager, or somebody that's a writer, or somebody that's producing, or somebody that's accountant or finance, or some man, okay, that's taking advantage. So she is being guided to put more money up and not spend as less. All right. Give me the energy around Mariah Carey and this guy that she's dating now. Give me the energy around that. Oh, Eight of Wands. It's going forward. They're having a lot of fun. Things are happening a little fast, though. There's no attachment from her side. It could be his side as well, but things are moving fast and they're having fun. They're doing a lot of adventurous things. They're traveling. But I do see a little confusion, like people getting involved, people having something to say, disagreements and arguments. They having fun though. They're having fun. There's no judgment. There's no heartbreak. I feel like it's not even, I feel like it's not serious yet. I feel like if she's still dating this guy in 6 months, then I feel like it could turn, I'm not going to say serious because I see that she's not in love. But I just feel like it could be fun. It could be fun. She'll feel grounded. She'll feel happy. She'll feel in her womanhood, her femininity. But it's still an energy of protect yourself. Protect your energy. Watch the people around you. But I don't see that it's nothing too deep. I see that they're having fun. They're having intimacy fun. There's no attachment here. There's feelings. They care about each other. Somebody from Mariah Carey's past is calling her in. That could be Nick Cannon. But it's fun. You know, it's intimacy. It's a lot of things. All right, give me Mariah Carey's energy towards the guy that she was spotted out with, that she's hanging out with. Okay. Like I said, there's feelings and they're having fun. I feel like she's afraid of catching feelings. She's afraid of catching feelings. She's afraid of falling. She's afraid of being attached. But she's going to take, that's one thing about us Aries women. Okay, Mariah Carey, see, this is me. This some Aries shit. We have a little fear when we out here dating and meeting and talking to guys, but we don't show it. Like, we don't show it. Even if we're like in a new relationship and we have a fear that it may not work out, or they may trip or switch up or get distant, we will have that fear as an Aries. Like, it's in the back of our mind, but we don't show it. With this text message here, this girl smiling, instead she's just showing the feelings, and she's going to roll the dice and take the leap of faith and look beyond the fear. Oh, wow, girl, you're Aries for real. Yeah, work on them finances, which is kind of like saying save your money. I feel like she has feelings for him, and she may confess that she got feelings for him. I feel like she got feelings for him, and she may confess it. All right, give me 3 more cards when it comes to Mariah Carey's energy. I opened my deck and it smelled like perfume. Who is that? Woo. All right, give me Mariah Carey. That wasn't on my cards. Give me Mariah Carey's energy when it comes to the guy that she was dating and hanging out with and spotted with. See, it came out again. But she's going to look. It came out again. She has feelings for him, and she's afraid of feeling so weak in the knees she can hardly speak. That's the energy that I felt. I feel so weak in the knees. Okay, she's afraid of that. But she's going to use her imagination and express. She's going to turn it into expression in a different way. Maybe playing Damsel in Distress. Maybe pretending like, what's that song by Beyonce? Dangerously in Love. Maybe like that. I feel like she's afraid to open her heart by her arms being crossed here in the heart-shaped hands. But she's going to, like, let go of the fear. Like, what I say? What did I say? What did I say? She's going to try to accomplish that fear. Go, Mariah Carey. Let's get this dude's energy towards you. And then I'm going to get on your ex-husband that and just embarrassed you like that and had all them kids. Don't feel weird, Mariah Carey, because, I don't know, black men, they always embarrassed us. It don't even have to be in relationships. It could just... I remember I went on a date some years ago. It was like 8 years ago. And the dude embarrassed me when I invited him to a dinner party at my friend's house. Like, he embarrassed the shit out of me. Like, it could be stupid shit, silly stuff like that. But, alright, let's get this guy's energy towards Mariah Carey that she was spotted out with. Okay. Well, it seems like he's not really worried about having heartbreak or being sad or whatever. He has strength. In fact, he could be a Leo. He is actually looking for long term. He's actually trying to take his time and look for long term. But I feel like he wants to take his time. So if him and Mariah Carey are dating within a year or longer, a year, maybe two, he could maybe want to take things a little further. He's actually trying to look and take his time and see. See what I just say? Like, he's actually trying to take his time and see. I feel like he got out of a bad relationship where the woman was miserable, fussy, unhappy, third parties, was no connection. I feel like he just got out of something that was kind of bad. It was something that he was stuck in that he finally got himself out of, and he's not stressing or tripping over it no more. He still got a little more work to do, though, to be honest. He still got more work to do with that. Yeah. Especially if he was legally married to something. I don't feel like he's married anymore, but he still has some work to do. And he could be a little controlling, but he's actually looking for something else. He's looking for it's not saying that he's looking for Mariah Carey to be the one. It's not saying that. But what it's telling me is that he is looking for a long-term relationship and that he just wants to take his time about it. And if they're still dating within a year or two, he may want to take things serious. Give me this guy that Mariah Carey was hanging out with. Give me his energy towards her. Yeah. He finds her mysterious. He feels like she's a little dramatic. But he's like allure. He finds her alluring. It's something about his background that he needs to complete before he comes to this serious. But at the same time, his energy is saying, well, we just started dating, so I don't even know if it's that serious yet. So he's not really to all the way be trusted, Mariah Carey. And I'm saying that because I feel like he doesn't have something completed from a last relationship. He could not be legally divorced yet. He could be separated. And probably been for a while, but not legally divorced, or some papers need to be signed. Something that's not complete. Give me his energy towards Mariah Carey. I don't think she's going to end up with him too long. To be perfectly honest. I feel like it'll be Mariah Carey. They'd be like, nah. Mariah Carey, no lie, she might turn diva on him, but I feel like he has something in his background that he needs to work on more. I feel like Mariah Carey will find out and then she'll turn diva on him. Mariah Carey's a true diva. Alright. Last but not least, let's talk about Nick Cannon. Give me Mariah Carey's energy towards Nick Cannon since they've been divorced. Seven of Wands. Of course, she keeps herself 7 feet away from him. She protects herself from him. She blocks herself from him. She doesn't even communicate with him. Like, for example, if he wants to call and see about the kids, which is really not an example, it's what I see. She doesn't communicate with him. It's through somebody else, or she gives the kids phone and gives the kids their phone and be like, look, answer. She feels like she wasn't being wise. She wasn't using her intuition. He took her out of something that she wasn't ready to do. I feel like having them kids. I feel like Mariah Carey didn't want no kids. She wasn't gonna have no kids. Mariah Carey didn't have them kids until she was like in her 40s. She wasn't trying to have no kids. She just really had love for Nick Cannon and thought this was something that he wanted. She probably even went to one of them fertility doctors. You know what I'm saying? She feels like he makes her look disgusting. She feels like he makes her look like he's ruining her character. He's ruining her innocence, her perfumes, her legacy. Yeah. See? She wasn't... It comes out again. She did not... I just said this before the Empress came out in reverse. It came out again. It came out in reverse when it came to kids. It came out now when it comes to Nick Cannon. She did not want to be a mother. She did not just want to be a mother. Her being a mother is thinking that she would have this husband that would be with her and they would be a family. In fact, she probably was counting on Nick Cannon to be more of a full-time father than she was. To be honest. So, yeah. She feels like he took her womanhood. He makes her look bad. He's making all these other women look bad. It's just, she feels like he's making a mockery of pregnancy. She feels like she really, really wasn't using her intuition when she was dealing with Nick Cannon. You know how women sit there, they take their time, they use their women's senses. The energy is coming out that Mariah Carey could be very spiritual, and it's just something that she didn't pay attention to or see. And so she blocks Nick Cannon. Yeah, she feels like he's a womanizer. He's a rude, mean womanizer. Nick Cannon is a Libra with this King of Swords in reverse. So she blocks her energy from him. She feels like this was a waste. Like she should have never been intimate or passionate. Ooh. One thing I say about the Aries is when we have regrets about you, we don't be bullshitting. Like, yeah, she feels like, oh my God, Mariah Carey. Yo, look, and I know I ain't bullshitting because this is the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but we all know Mariah Carey's an Aries. We all know this. I know I ain't bullshitting. She feels like this is the worst mistake that she's made by getting pregnant, by marrying him, by being pregnant with him, by having kids with him. This was the foolish decision. Like, she was the fool. Even though she's confident, she's arrogant, she's an Aries, she's gorgeous, she's still this diva. Diva. She is like, this is the worst manifestation I could have made. Whoa, Mariah. And it's just something that she just detaches herself from. Yeah, she feels like Nick Cannon lied to her and played her. And what was she thinking? He was a little boy. He act like a little boy. I was kind of thinking, because everybody was like, how the fuck did Nick Cannon pull Mariah Carey? Ooh. Whoa, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, I gotta say this. I don't think you gonna get a chance with Mariah Carey. I don't think you getting another chance with her. I'm sorry. That's over with. Mariah Carey, the whole time since I started Mariah Carey reading, I've been smelling perfume, and I ain't went nowhere today, you guys. I didn't go to work today. I'm not gonna say I was sick, but I was cramping all day like women do, so I called off. And I kind of been in the house all day. And so I didn't go nowhere. I didn't put no perfume on. I took a shower this morning, but that was it. And so ever since I've been reading Mariah Carey's energy, I smell perfume. And so Mariah Carey is a diva. All right, give me Nick Cannon's energy towards Mariah Carey. Nick Cannon, what's your energy towards Mariah Carey? Look. Nick Cannon, I'm going to be honest. The Hierophant in reverse. Either you were feeling weak or you didn't. Either you were weak enough to not keep this marriage and be manly and set your manly duties, meaning like to death do us part, honor your wife through sickness and health, to death do us part. Either you didn't know how to do it, or you wasn't playing your part. You didn't know how to do it. You wanted to do it, but then when it was time to do it, you wasn't man enough for it. That's what this is talking about right here, okay? It is a regret for him. He regrets not being a better husband. He also wishes he could have been like a boring husband. Like, believe it or not, like, I'm not saying Mariah Carey's boring, but he just wishes he would have been more mature in a way. I'm not going to say mature is boring, but just more stable. Not wilding. Nick Cannon, you were wilding, okay? Nick Cannon. So he knows that it's not going to move forward. He knows he's never going to get the marriage again. He knows he's not. One thing I say about an Aries is when an Aries is done, and I heard other people talk about this. I've heard other people say this about Aries. People that's not even Aries. I heard them say this. When an Aries is done, they're done. They're done. Just looking at Mariah Carey's cards, Nick, I already know you're not gonna get her back. I wouldn't go back to you either. Like, I could see if you didn't have all the baby mamas, because every time the Shade Room pop up, Nick Cannon, and they pull up any one of your baby mamas, Mariah Carey goes in the front, in the middle, in the front of that list, and that is why the High Priestess is here in reverse. She's embarrassed. She's ashamed. She doesn't feel spiritually clean because of you, okay? You've kind of took her diva. In a way, she feels like it. Some people can take it as she feels like Nick Cannon tried to humble her, like tried to break her down, because she is kind of like a diva. She is kind of, bougie and everything that comes with a diva. And when Nick Cannon did this bullshit with all these other baby mamas, to Mariah Carey, it's like she's saying, it's like she thinks that you feel like, Mariah Carey feels like Nick Cannon. Did you try to humble me because I'm cocky, because I'm arrogant, because I'm confident, so you wanted to humble me by saying, just because you think you all that don't mean I can't be me and get all these other girls pregnant? So she's embarrassed. Nick Cannon, though, he is very, very, sad. Nick Cannon, I will say this, he is sad, he's emotional, he is weary, he cries about it. I mean, he's really upset that he lost her. But Nick Cannon is still a guy, and I'm not making no excuse. But he's going to accept that home will never be like it is, but he's never going to be the same emotionally. He's never going to be the same emotionally. And Nick Cannon, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of vulnerable. And that kind of explains why you got all these girls pregnant, because you was vulnerable. And to be honest, you kind of spreaded yourself. You spreaded yourself thin, Nick Cannon. This 9 of Wands in reverse, you spreaded yourself too thin. I'm sorry. Too thin. And it just shows him being vulnerable and wanting to try, but he's not going to get it. Nick Cannon is really, really emotional about this, because 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, she doesn't even communicate with him. He has to when he wants to talk to the kids, he calls the kids directly. That home is broken and it can never be. And it's because of all these baby mamas, Nick Cannon. I could see if you didn't have all these baby mamas, maybe. But because of that, I wouldn't take your ass back either, Nick Cannon. I almost feel bad for you, because you really crying in the cards. Like, you really crying. I don't know. I haven't watched around Nick Cannon lately, so I didn't even know he was tripping off Mariah Carey that hard. I don't know. I have not been watching, but y'all let me know, because Nick Cannon, has he been talking about it? Because he is really sad that he is not going to be able to get her back. All right. Mariah Carey, and let's talk about the energy around you just in general. Give me the energy around Mariah Carey just in general when it comes to herself, spiritually and emotionally. And then I'm out. Trying to figure out. I think I'm going to do J-Lo and Ben. Yeah. Mariah Carey is looking to the stars for other important shit to come towards her. She's practicing patience and getting over heartbreak, over being hurt, over how she was played. Because Nick Cannon, she feels like you played her. You played her out of two things that you played her in being a mother. She wasn't trying to be a mother. She didn't want to be a mother. It looks like you talked her into this because she believed that she was going to get the husband and that you really wanted a family. Because she was just fine being married to you, but she is ashamed that she's a part of that circle and she's not the best mother emotionally because of it. And I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Mariah Carey, yeah, she doesn't seek anyone's approval. She surrounds herself with love, and that's how you're supposed to do it. That's why her confidence is up there. And she stands up for herself. She's an Aries. Yeah. She mirrors herself and her confidence is here. Even in the Oracle, her cards are not bad. All right, Mariah, let's get a message from the Angel Therapy deck. 3 messages, 3 cards from Mariah Carey. What's the message you would have from Mariah Carey, angels? And then let's end it here. Manifestation power. Sacral chakra. Third eye chakra. So now her eyes is open to what she wasn't paying attention to when she was dealing with Nick Cannon. It's crazy because I also feel like her womb is opened now as well. I feel like before her womb wasn't open. Since she had these babies, now her womb is open. Dang, Mariah Carey. I smell perfume the whole time I'm reading. And so that's the energy that I feel, Mariah Carey, you guys. I hope I've answered the reading. Oh, I'm supposed to ask about... I almost forgot. I was supposed to ask about the mother and the sister. Let me see. I'm just going to be really quick with that one. How does Mariah Carey feel about losing her mother and her sister at the same time? How does Mariah Carey feel about losing her mother and her sister at the same time? Okay. To be honest, there's not much feeling. The energy comes through like they may have always been looking for fulfillment. It looks like, and let me say in so many words, like they may have always had their hand out, and she really wasn't around them anyway. There was a distance. There was an off balance. There's not really a connection with them. There was a time that Mariah Carey didn't speak up for herself. Like, she didn't speak up for herself. And she doesn't, heart chakra in reverse, she don't really even have love for them like that. I'm just the truthful reader here. Don't at me. Oh shit, see, cards fell out my hand. I feel like she may have had love for them, but she closed it off, you know? All right, how does Mariah Carey feel about her mother and sister not being here? It came out again. See, this is the Star in reverse. It's like there's not really no feeling. A brand new beginning. There was no hope. There was no relationship. She just wants to move forward. She, like, the world in the reverse would be, if the world was in reverse, I would say she wishes they were still here. And she could take back what happened, if I could turn back the hands of times. But the world goes forward. And there was no hope and faith and love in the relationships. I mean, like, okay. I feel like she had a relationship with them in the past. But again, it still shows me that she was like guarding herself from being around. I feel like, yeah, she had a good relationship when she was younger, I guess. But it's an energy of her not being treated fair. It's an energy of her not really paying attention. Give me, how does Mariah Carey feel about her mother and sister not being here? See? Hateful, vengeful, spiteful, overwhelmed, reluctant. She's okay. I mean, I guess only thing I would say about it is she feels guilty that she is not sad or mad. She feels guilty about it. That's the only thing I would say. There's a confusion because of the guilt, because she don't feel as guilty, or she don't care, or she feels like it's a relief, or there was no hope and there was no relationship, and she doesn't regret or miss. Okay, and that's the only thing I could say so much, because it's a confusion around it. To be honest, there's a confusion. Mariah Carey. One thing I will say with this Star in reverse is she didn't have no hope to reconciliation when they were here. Okay. Give me one more card when it comes to Mariah Carey's emotions towards losing her mother and her sister. The fucking card came out again. Hostile, vengeful, and spiteful. Like her heart was closed off. See, it came out again. See? Yeah. Yeah. There's no emotion towards it. There's ill will a little bit, but she feels guilty for even feeling like that. Okay? So look, I'm going to end the reading here. Thank you guys for checking me out. I'll see you guys in the next read. Good evening.